This is a Yes Network right here. Phantom Acts of Kindness hooking us up right here. Yeah, he's excelled at every level, and they told this kid, hey, you have the opportunity to win the job in camp. So, like, you got to put Judge in this category. When you're talking about the most impressive season since, like, you got to put A-Rod. Like, format, this first year, the new format, the Beast of the East. The Yankees crushed the best division in baseball. McPherson, WFAN, on stage.
Hey, Keith Mack, man, big fan.
Bang. Okay, TikTok is live now, so let's run it here. In there. If you're watching on Instagram, which did I click go live on Instagram? Go live. Yeah, it's live on Instagram. Now, if you're watching on Instagram, I don't plan to stay live on Instagram. What I've been doing is just going live on Instagram to start, to let you know that I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Twitter, I'm live on TikTok. Go elsewhere. You feel me? Let's get into it. Dominic says, great show last night. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. WFAN did a couple fill-in spots for Loogie the last couple nights. And, you know, right back to where I once was. So it's like riding a bike. Chase, what up, bro? I see you on the gram. Again, Instagram, folks. I'm not going to run this live for too long. I'm just, you know, using this as promo. If you are on Instagram Live, go to TikTok, go to Twitter, go to YouTube. I'll even fire up the Twitch once I take Instagram down from StreamYard. What else, y'all? Devils are home tonight. The New Jersey Devils return home tonight for Jack Hughes' welcome party and the start of the second half of the NHL season. I'm not going to be able to make it. I do feel some kind of way about it, but a man's got to do what a man's family obligations, as you guys know. There will be other games and other times to go to the Rock and see the Devils. Hopefully they can make a playoff push and we can go to the Rock and see the Devils. Tonight, though, it's down the shore night. Me being from the shore, I would like to go. I went last year, but like I said, I got to pick up my son at 6. That's when we'll end this stream. And then wifey will be coming home after that. And I'm a good husband, good dad. I prepared dinner. Right now, if you could hear in the background, I've got the vacuum running. I clean, I cook, I do what I got to do, you feel me? With pride. Man of the house. And also, you know, just getting closer now. We're a month away from opening day. So being a month away from opening day, there's a lot that has to go on. There's a lot that will go on in preparation for this 2024 season. Let me see something here. Like, what's playing? James Soto, what up? I see you in the TikTok chat. How are you, fam? I'm good. I'm chilling. Another live at 5, quick hour talk about life, talk about sports. We can hit anything from Jack Hughes, Team USA, and NHL starting back up. Jimmy DeRosa says, "What's on the menu tonight? Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday." Purple Orca says, "Hope all is well with everyone. Everything is great over here." Max Crosby getting traded? I don't know. He probably wants to go, but I don't know. He probably wants to get up out of there. Who would go get him? Jerry Jones? So, yeah, man. Let's see. Where do you guys want to start with? The baseball. I see Ross on Twitter. I think I just saw Ross on Twitter and Instagram. So I think Ross saw the live on Instagram and was like, yo, let me move to Twitter. So appreciate Ross following instructions. My guy Chris over here. What's good, Chris? I'm like, is this my cat or is this my vacuum? It's the vacuum. Yo, beat it, bro. All right, whatever, yo. You want to come in here and vacuum up? Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you from doing what you do. Watch out, Toonie. These robot vacuums, they, once they get a feel for your crib, they know where to go. They go and get the whole house on their own. I'm not mad at it because I'm not trying to sweep. And I'm not trying to push the vacuum either. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more people. Tapping in like I always do. People are like, yo, where's your podcast? You got a podcast? No. People are like, yo, I don't keep up with multiple platforms. How do I find you? How do I see you? Like, I say I'm live sometimes. Give me some time, though. Like I said, we are gearing up for the baseball season, and I'm praying on some things to materialize. Join the chat and tell me something cool. Post. Bro. This vacuum is going nuts. But I need it to vacuum over here. Go. Sorry, this is what goes on. This is what happens. Care. The vacuum's like, listen, I got a job to do. I don't think you guys can really see. No, I can't move this tripod. I'll do this. These things, bro, they're worth it. But now I gotta send it to the other room. That's product placement. That's free advertisement. I'm not gonna say the brand of the vacuum, but it's the most popular brand of those kind of vacuums. They are worth the spend. Like I said. But yeah, let's get into some conversation. Let's see. And you guys can lead the conversation. I threw some stuff out there. Spring training, what I'll say for me right now, spring training, I don't care. I don't care. I never really cared because it's spring training. And people get a lot of things out of spring training that don't matter. Like, if you're a Yankee fan, do you remember Kyle Higashioka hitting a bunch of homers in the spring? And it was like, okay, it didn't mean anything. If you're a Yankee fan, do you remember Greg Bird hitting a bunch of homers in the spring? It doesn't mean anything. Okay, I'm going to end this live on Instagram. Remove. And we're going to add Twitch in for my 100 Twitch subscribers, or not subscribers, followers. And then let's get back into the conversation at hand here. I mean, right now we're just welcoming everybody in. And, I welcome everybody into this stream as we are officially 1 month away from opening day. 1 month away. And I am, like I said, gearing up. I think, the most important thing that I've been saying these last couple of weeks, because people are asking, yo, where are we going to be able to find you after the game? Right here. There's a reason that there's mostly Yankee stuff on this wall. There's a reason that you see this Yankee logo, because KM to AM will be my nighttime post-game show. And we're going to stream a lot of the games. I have a monitor right here where I'll be able to watch the games on. Matter of fact, I could probably pull something up right now. And after the game, we will chat and we will talk about every night. Let's see, on TikTok, Dice J14 says, I sat behind you for Soto's first game in the Bronx, but you move seats. I don't ever sit in one seat the whole time. It's funny. I always get people that are like, yo, I saw you. Yo, I was sitting behind you at the game. And I was like, was I sitting in the bleachers when you saw me? Or was I sitting in 120 something? Because the bleachers is where I always go for roll call and to see the gang. But then WFAN seats are 120, 121, 120 to 124 WFAN seats. And then I'll be in the suites. I'll be in Legends. I'll be in the 300. I'm all over the stadium. Keith, thoughts on developing a talent like Carlos Lagrange into a closer, given that Bednar is 1 year? Yeah, I think they're going to try and make him and Elmer Rodriguez starters. But, starters turn into relievers a lot. And he's got nasty stuff. He throws hard. So, yeah, I could see that. Joe says, gotta be on it. I cannot imagine turning on WFAN after a Yankee win and hearing a Mets fan. Well, maybe the Mets will be good this year. Maybe the Mets will be really good this year. And, maybe the Met fan will be calling WFAN every night, rejoicing over Nolan McLean. Speaking of Nolan McLean, Anderson242, and I'm reading from the TikTok chat. Anderson242 says, is Nolan McLean a lock for Rookie of the Year? No. Nobody's a lock for Rookie of the Year. I think he can be really good. He's got to stay healthy. Tigers, Dodgers, I'm calling it. Somebody asked me my prediction today, and I don't want to stick to this prediction, but somebody asked me my World Series prediction, and I said Mariners, Padres. I don't know why that came to me. I don't know why. I think I like what the Mariners did last year. I like the move with Brendan Donovan. I like their pitching staff. They obviously have Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena, Josh Naylor, a couple other pieces. But I feel like the momentum carry from the Super Bowl with the Seahawks into Seattle, into that city, I think that the Mariners might have a shot, bro, in the American League. Alexis says, Mariners, Padres, this dude be chatting. Is that far-fetched? Mariners, Padres is far-fetched for a World Series? I don't think that's far-fetched. And then the Padres, they added players, and they've re-signed some of their own guys, and they have some players over there, from Jackson Merrill to Fernando Tatis to keeping Michael King to bringing in Nick Castellanos. And they want smoke, Manny Machado, they want smoke with the Dodgers. Somebody's got to challenge the Dodgers, especially in their own division. And in the American League, obviously I expect the Yankees to get there, but I think the Tigers are going to be good. I think the Blue Jays obviously are still going to be a top team. The Red Sox might challenge. The Guardians find a way. Who knows? The Mariners, like I said, maybe the Mariners are there. Barnett says, good to see you again, KM. I am here. KP, what's good? Ray Condi, what's good? The Chosen Shiesty says, spring matters for World Baseball Classic, though. You are correct. The World Baseball Classic begins on the 4th, I believe. Let me see. Let me go to my notes here. I had this like thing in my notes. I did a show last night, and so I had this thing in my notes. Let's see. Tuesday after net show, yeah. I didn't get too much into it. We really just talked like combine. We talked about the bum-ass Knicks. We talked about spring training as far as like Volpe is concerned. People just started talking about, they're going to send Volpe down. Volpe's going to get sent down for 20 days. And I'm like, I was talking about that on February 10th. It makes a lot of sense for them to do that. Why wouldn't they do that? But here's the World Baseball Classic odds to win. And I will try to watch every one of these games. You know, as far as watching Yankees Pirates, I could give two. Like I'm not stopping what I'm doing during the day for Yankees Padres or Yankees Pirates. The first game I watched, and I was live right here with you guys for that on the first game. But World Baseball Classic, that's different. Here we go. Boom. TikTok, you guys can't see this, but odds to win World Baseball Classic. The United States is minus 110. Japan is plus 350. The Dominican Republic is plus 450. Venezuela is plus 900, excuse me. Puerto Rico is plus 2,000. Mexico is plus 2,000. Canada's plus 500. Korea is plus 8,000. The Netherlands is plus 10,000. And Italy is plus 10,000. They're not going to win. And, you know, coming off the heels of the United States winning with, you know, USA Hockey and all of the chatter there, I feel like the stage is set for the United States. I feel like these guys are going to want to represent the country well, and all that shine that, you know, Team USA just got. The United States has a chance right now to run through the Olympics, the World Baseball Classic, and let's see what they can do even as a host city in the World Cup. Shout out to my guy Jack Hughes, though, bro. Jack Hughes said everyone is giving us backlash for all the social media stuff today. People are so negative out there, and they're just trying to find a reason to put people down and make something out of almost nothing. Shout out to Jack, young Jack. People think they know Jack, but they don't know Jack, man. They just know I got the hoes and the flows and the packed out shows. Jack Hughes said people pay to watch me play hockey. Damn right. Jack Hughes just gained, you know, 1 million followers. Jack Hughes probably just made himself, they're saying $20 million in endorsements and money and probably commercials and who knows whatever else. So shout out to young Jack, man. Shout out to young Jack and Quinn. And the New Jersey Devils, where I'm about to pull up some Devil stuff, and I want to speak on Jack Hughes' moms. Shout out to his mother and the role that she has played. Let's share screen right now and go to the New Jersey Devils Twitter. So it's back on tonight at the Rock. Like I said, I'm already getting the FOMO. I'm already getting the feel out big time. I'm already like, you know, it's just one of those nights you want to be there. Shout out to my boy Christian. I know Christian is going. So the Devils put out, yeah, buddy, we back, 7 p.m. I'll be watching. And they're saying that the ceremony is going to start early too. So the pregame will probably cut to it by 6:45. Facing the Buffalo Sabres, and the Devils got to make a run. They're 11 points out of a playoff spot. They limped into the break, losing 3 in a row. You see Jesper Bratt is the best player in the NHL on the graphic. They got the video of Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes back in Jersey. Bro, how cool is Jack, bro? He acts like it's just regular. He acts like it's just another day. It's just regular being the hero. Missing teeth. Just, you know, coming back home. So, shout out to Jack. And shout out to Jack and the Devils. Hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. I feel like my vacuum is eating something that it's not supposed to eat. And it happens a lot. You know what we usually do right here? And I need a break anyway already. Let me make sure my vacuum is not tearing anything up. And I will leave y'all with a quick beat. It'll be like 2 minutes, y'all. Let me drop a beat for y'all. And I'll be right back. Hit it. Said it wouldn't be long. I said it wouldn't be long. It wasn't even 2 minutes. Let's switch the vibe up though here. You know how I do with the lights. It's always about switching the light vibe up in here. Give me some blue. Give me a little bit of a blue hue. And we'll get back to doing what we do. Yeah. Okay. Got the blue light now. And to see the blue light, for the blue light to glow, you got to turn down the white lights, the LED lights. Okay, let's get back to it here. I said I would be right back, and I came right back. And more people have entered the chat. Hi, Scud. How you guys feeling out there on this, what day is it, Wednesday? 1 month until opening day. I see some people popped in the chat. Joe, yo. Nelly, yo. Those jerseys are way overpriced for World Baseball Classic, like $400. As a matter of fact, they're supposed to be sending me one. You just reminded me. I'm about to check with Buddy right now. I hate to bother you, but do you have tracking on that World Baseball Classic jersey? Okay. Yeah, I'll have a Judge jersey soon. Hopefully by the end of this week. USA. And now I lost my TikTok chat. Hold on, TikTokers. Where'd you go? Where TikToking you don't stop. Okay. The TikTok chat is on my other monitor. That is why. Why not send to heart me? And I don't know anything about like these GIFs and stuff on TikTok, but thank you. Schmitty was talking about George Lombard Jr. needs to be brought up already. Let's see how he hits, man. Let's see if he can hit for average. M. Frank says Nets are so tanking. Yeah, it's pitiful. They lost to the Mavericks last night, and the Mavericks had nobody, and it's just like all the jokes that people make about the Nets being a joke, they get them off. M. Frank says Nets fan here heading to Barclays soon. For what? The last game I thought about going to and had tickets for through the Nets was Jokic and the Nuggets. And Jokic got hurt right before that game, so I ended up not going, and I'd rather not go. I'd really rather not even waste my time. taking the train from Hoboken to World Trade Center, going from World Trade Center and taking the train to Flatbush and Atlantic. I mean, it's not even like you want to go there and see them win. They're going to get embarrassed most of the time. It's just like, I could watch it on TV. I could watch it on TV and not have to deal with any Subway bums, not have to deal with the price of food in there, not have to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch it on TV. Of course they're tanking. And let's hope that the lottery ball bounces their way this year. Alex says, I'm a Yankee fan. I still think we can beat the Jays. Of course. Of course. Or Alexis said that. I think I called him Alex. Rupp says, what's up, Keith? What's up? 2897021A says, Keith, top. I don't know what that means. Rupp says, you are asking someone when they are sending it for free. Haha, let's go. Yeah, well, like, I am blessed. I am considered an influencer. I am considered, someone that creates content. And, like, not for nothing, I get everything for free. These headphones were free. This mic arm was free. I bought this mic because this mic is shot. It still sounds good, but it doesn't light up anymore. This was the podcast mic that you see everybody have from Shure with the green light right here. This was the first one. This is the first model. You know what I'm saying? I worked at Guitar Center years ago, and I was on a list. Like, hey, as soon as they get these bad boys in, I want one. So I went and bought this one, the MV7 by Shure. What else was free? The shirt I'm wearing is free. This water bottle was free. If it's free, it's for me. This was free to, control my microphone. Shout out to the good folks at Elgato. This webcam was free. I paid for the lights, but the colorful lights, the colorful lights were from Elgato too. Elgato's the best. Shout out to Miguel at Elgato. I'll forever be loyal to them. They're sick. Soundproofing was free. Some of these stickers were free. The Bleecker trading hat was free. This was free. Shout out to J-Mac Customs. That Yankee logo. Hey, listen, bro. It's a barter system, right? You do something for me, I do something for you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Pause. I don't know how. I think that's the way that the phrase goes, but yeah. Shout out to Jay Ellie. Jay Ellie's now following you on Twitch, so somebody popped up over there on the Twitch stream. What were we about to get into? Oh, we were about to talk about Jack Hughes' moms. You know what I'm saying? We was about to talk about that a little bit, but I mean, the purpose of this live is not for me to drive it like a show. It's for me to interact with the chat and talk to you guys and fill you in. Like, I thought that was funny. Rupp said, you're asking someone when they are sending it for free. Yes, because a lot of times when you get stuff sent for tracking, and it just dawned on me when we were talking about the World Baseball Classic, the last time I talked to homie, he said, look out for it on February 23rd. It is now February 25th. Did it arrive? I don't know. Kansas or Arizona Saturday? Arizona. Man, I own a limo and taxi service in NJ. Free ride to Barclays or MSG for a game for a shout out. Oh, we'll get that done for sure. I'd rather you take me to the Bronx though. You feel me? Can you drive to the BX? Can you drive up to 161st and River? Because that's more of a hike. And I go early. Like, you could drop me off at Yankee Stadium 3-4 in the afternoon for a night game. Message me, bro. Message me Bronx 2, bro. Okay, anywhere. You're on TikTok right now. My TikTok DMs are open. Send me a TikTok DM. We'll set it up, and I'll give you the full shout out, full shebang, plug you and everything. I've had multiple drivers reach out, but never really follow through. I had one driver reach out, but I could tell, like, and I'm not saying this is you, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like, he was a fanboy, and like, he followed up too much. Like, hey, we still doing this? Hey, we still doing this? And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you're making me feel some type of way. You're making me feel like I'd rather just get on the train or drive myself. You know what I really need, bro? Because shout out to KD over at the Yankees, my boy KD, who hooks up my parking. I need somebody that is an actual Yankee fan. And my boy Zach did this a few times last year. I need somebody that's an actual Yankee fan that wants to drive me to the stadium and drive me home and take my free parking. Yo, you could park for free in my spot, but you got to pick me up from Hoboken, drive me to the Bronx. Whatever you do in the stadium, whatever is fine. But when that game is over, I need a ride home. I'll meet you in the parking lot, or I'll meet you right outside one of the gates. Looking forward to it. Let's go back to the Twitch chat, because I just read the email from Jay Ellie. Jay Ellie says, yo, I'm a huge fan of yours from when you were on The Walking Dead, now on sports radio. Congrats, bro. Is that I don't understand that. Is that a joke? Is that what's The Walking Dead? The Walking Dead is like a zombie show? I don't understand the joke. That joke didn't land. Somebody fill me in. So somebody fill me in on what Buddy's talking about. Was that supposed to be funny? What the fuck? Was that supposed to be some kind of joke? It didn't land. Live goal achieved, though. Live goal is achieved on TikTok. What was I going to say? Yeah, looking forward to Yankee Stadium. Opening day is a Friday this year. Opening day is Friday at 1:35 against the Marlins, and it's going to be turned up. All the way turned up. He's calling you the girl with the dreads. Bad joke. Yeah, I didn't get it. You know, it's funny because people joke and they don't show themselves. We don't know what you look like. But thanks for following and thanks for joining the chat. Just work on your humor, your delivery. My hair is nice. My hair is luxurious. My hair is rare. I'm very proud of my hair. I was joking on Twitter. Helicoptering in, and they don't know who I am. Followers are going up. Somebody just followed me today is watching this now. I said these old. Now these boomers calling me Rick James. Somebody was like, if there's a biopic for Rick James, you could be him. I'm like, I'm much better looking than Rick James. Though. What you talking about? You peep this? From the X Twitter account. I said, these old heads was calling me Milli Vanilli. Now these boomers calling me Rick James, dead. Why can't I be Lil Wayne? Why can't I be Young Moolah? Why can't I be Young Tune? OOH MS3 says you the GOAT. Right. If I'm the GOAT, why can't I be Young Weezy? Why can't I be Lil Wayne? But I don't care, I take all of the slings and arrows that come with the territory because, again, I'm blessed. I'll get a free World Baseball Classic jersey if I could just put up with all of the name calling. If I could just put up with the nonsense, they'll send me free supplements. What else is free out here? AirPods from Technique. Shout out to Rob over there at Panasonic who listens to WFAN. Was like, hey, man, let me send you some stuff. Just be you. That's enough. I'm a 51-year-old white male and love listening to you. Shout out to Big D, pause, 124794A. We're going to pin that. The thing is, I am unapologetically me. The thing is, I ain't trying to find nobody else to be. I'm the one that came to see because they all believe me. Believe me. That's Lil Wayne. That's Drake, but that's Drake and Lil Wayne song. Let's see. Yeah, Keith from The Walking Dead. Look him up. That's not you, bro. I'm new to sports radio. I could have sworn that was you. No, I don't know what. All right. I guess let's play this game for Jay Ellie, folks. Let's play a game right now of I don't know. Let's play a game of search. Let's search. Let's search the internet right now and go to Google and let's look up images of Keith from Walking Dead. I'm guessing it's the black guy with the glasses. Yeah, I know y'all think all black guys look the same, and it's a shame. They think all black guys look the same. I'm a much better looking guy. I'm a much better looking dude than this. His hair is not even close to as. His hair looks fake. His hair looks like makeup did his hair. Hold on, I'm pulling this up for y'all now. You know, JLE, we're not gonna let your joke just not land, bro. We're gonna help you out. We're gonna help you out. We appreciate you pulling up. First time in the Twitch chat. Only one I think on Twitch. There's 3 people watching on Twitch right now. But shout out to JLE. He's new here. So here we go. JLE. This was how he entered the chat. JLE wanted to enter the chat today and make a joke that, and I've never seen The Walking Dead, so you gotta excuse me. It went over my head, but JLE wanted to make a joke that Keith from The Walking Dead and Keith McPherson, right? He wanted to make a joke that like I look like this guy right here. Nah, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, bro. But you know what? Like I said, I know y'all think black people all look the same. All it takes is hair. I'm Millie Vanilli. I'm Keith from The Walking Dead. I'm Rick James, bitch. Chappelle already did the Rick James. You feel me? Like Chappelle already did the Rick James, yo. Y'all don't think I really look like this guy? Nah, much better looking guy. I gotta turn the lights up for y'all. Much better looking guy than that guy. I don't know what they on, bro. I don't know what they on in the chat, but hey, everybody give it up for freaking JLE. Thanks for joining us again. Anywho, we got better things to do than try to bring, jokes that don't land up to the surface. And what happened to my other light here, bro? There we go. Now we're bright again. I was trying to talk about something in here, but you guys are distracting me. Chat is always distracting me. Joe has gas, throwing emojis. My guy Chris says, bruh, I got to get the bruh sound effect. My sound effects are loaded, but I don't always hit them in the right timely fashion. You feel me? It's a lot. I need a producer. Where's my pause? 27 outs. What up, guys? He says, hope all is well on your side, bro. It is. If it wasn't well, I wouldn't be visible. If things weren't going well and good, I would hide. Rabbi Yoni says, give me some words of wisdom, bro. I'm moving to Florida with the fam and can't go to the stadium anymore like that. Biggest heartbreak of my life. Yo. All right, so here's the words of wisdom. 1, you follow the right guy. You're following the guy. When I go to the stadium, that camera is up. When I go to the stadium, I'm filming. I'm filming everything. When I go to the stadium, you can live vicariously through me. So even now on Twitch, right? I said my plan this year is to live stream the games that I'm not at, as many as I can. I'll have a schedule out. Week to week, I'll have a schedule out. I'm sure there's going to be some family obligations or other things that I got to do. But I will live stream the games from here as much as I can, and I will go live in the stadium. I am working on some things. That's what I'm saying. I'm working on some different compatibility type of things to be able to go live in Yankee Stadium. Definitely do like pre-game show, post-game show in the Bronx. So if you're down in Florida and you can't go to the stadium anymore, you can live vicariously through me. And the other word of advice that I'll give you, bro, is like, you're moving to Florida. Take a look outside right now. Snow everywhere. You're moving to Florida. The weather's just going to be consistently better, so enjoy it. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. That's a good drop too. That's a good drop too. That's a good sound effect. I need that. I got a DJ Khaled.
Another one.
I need that one for sure. M. Frank 69 says, I suffer with 24/7 chronic pain. I live my life vicariously through you. I'm sorry that you're in pain all the time. If following my social media and lives and stuff like that can bring you some joy, then good. If that can, give you a little break, I'm happy that I can provide that. That sucks. M. Frank says he's a Jets, Nets, and Mets fan. Oh, that's more painful than anything. That's painful all year round. That's painful for life. As an Isles fan, happy for Jack and his brothers. Great job on the fan the last 2 nights. Much love from Dallas. Appreciate it, bro. Someone's got to hold it down. And, shout out to Jack Hughes' mom for holding it down. Let's do that for a minute. I wanted to give her some love. I wanted to give her some light because people have tried to weaponize what Donald Trump said in that stupid clip, which I wish people would stop recording everything, bro. I wish that call didn't need to be recorded, not the whole damn call. But you know what? They're probably thinking I don't know. They're probably thinking this is a moment that you got to capture, and they're not thinking about what Donald Trump might say. But what's Jack Hughes' mom's name? Ellen? Ellen Hughes. Yes. Let me see if I can find this. If she was spitting, she said, at the end of the day, it's about the country. So let's just roll through some of the Ellen Hughes stuff and give his mom her flowers for being a part of the women's hockey, and then also giving birth to 3 NHL players. So, Ellen Hughes, as you can see now on the screen here, TikTok you guys can't see. Ellen Hughes for the USA women's hockey team in 1992. Hughes then went on to live the American dream. No, I have taco shells. My wife's like, should I get you some fresh tortillas? I'm like, no, I'm straight. I got taco shells in here for the tacos I'm finna make. She got married, had 3 sons, witnessed them beat Canada for a gold medal. Now her son is an American hero. Shout out to Hughes. You know how blessed your family is? You know how blessed your family is to just produce, national hockey legends? And I've seen her at Prudential Center. I've seen her at, I've seen her... I've seen her at Devils games, whether it's on TV or physically there. All right, and see what I just said, right? Because my boy was in the chat on TikTok, and he was laughing, and he says something along the lines of Rupp says, haha, you're asking someone when they're sending it for free? Ask and you shall receive. Closed mouth don't get fed. Speak up in life. Speak up in life, even if it is free. If somebody owes you something, speak up on it. So he responded and said, good timing. Since I last heard, they were shipping out today. I can follow up tomorrow with the tracking numbers. Dope. I'm going to say Nike getting some heat for not having enough USA hockey jerseys. Speaking of USA hockey, let's go back to Ellen Hughes, giving her flowers, stupid video from Donald Trump. And the thing about Trump, bro, and actually, let me make this small. So this will be on record on my YouTube channel. Let me just be claro. I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for Donald Trump any of the 3 times I possibly could vote for Trump. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am an American. And so I voiced my American opinion the same way as many other Americans about the situation. I loved what I watched on Sunday. From when I got back home at 8:30 until I, got up off the couch at 11:40, that was a movie that played out. It gave me feelings that I did not expect to feel, from joy, to suspense, to thrill, to just even like sadness and emotion of like, a little bit of pain watching Johnny Goodrow's kids go out there on ice and take that picture and think about how these kids will never know their dad, but they're forever immortalized in that photo. Even the excitement of me being a Devils fan and Jack Hughes with the golden goal, the pride that I had being a Devils fan. I met Jack Hughes. I don't know how many of y'all realize that, at Fanatics Fest last year, and he was cool AF. Like, bro, when you meet people talented, but also that reserved, that's a special kind. Like, I'm not introverted at all. I've always been pretty extroverted. And I'm not on the greatness level of Jack Hughes. But let me see if I can pull up this Jack Hughes pic. It came from a video, so I wonder if I could do that. Let me see if I can pull up the video with Jack and Luke. And if you know anything about Fanatics Fest, it is insane. Fanatics Fest is everybody in sports, everybody in entertainment, all in one place. And what I'll say is, you got to keep your head on a swivel in there to see who is who and what is what, and make sure you don't miss anything. And a lot of these guys are kind of ducking, in between fans and being escorted different places, and they don't want to be seen. But Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes were walking with just one handler. Maybe he was their manager, maybe he was their agent. I didn't even talk to bro. But they were just walking like regular people, because like Jack is a small guy. Jack is not a big dude when you see him. Luke is a little bit bigger than Jack. Pause. But here's the video. These guys were reserved, quiet as kept, and I was able to walk up on them. We shared like a quick elevator ride, or escalator ride rather, and you would not know that they are who they are.
Oh, Devils. Okay, guess who I got to my right? And obviously to
That's
my
at the
left.
Javits Center.
Let's go, Devils.
That video did numbers.
Okay, guess who I got to my right?
Jack is wearing
and
a Knicks hat.
To
And
my left.
I think his brother, I don't know what kind of hat his brother was wearing. They weren't wearing Devils gear.
Okay, guess who I got to my
Jack
right?
reps the Knicks and he reps the Yankees.
To my left.
I can't see what kind of hat his brother's wearing. But yo, anyway. So as we're getting back to it, like, I enjoyed Sunday, and I enjoyed, seeing Team USA win. And I could give two Fs about, because I played organized sports, and if I was on a national team and we won, I don't care who the president is enough to turn down that opportunity to go and be with my brothers and represent the country and go to a place like the White House. It's historic. So here is again Ellen Hughes, who she put on, bro. And like, hey, I'd rather go off of what she got to say than what you got to say. This is Jack Hughes' mom, who played for Team USA hockey, a woman herself. Show on NBC, who had coverage of the Olympics. And here's what she had to say.
The United States, and he was inviting them to the State of the Union and all that. And then he said
Let me see
a comment
here.
that
Am
gained
I muted?
attention. He said,
No. And TikTok, I know you guys can't hear it, but go to my YouTube, go to my Twitter, and then you can hear it there.
Of the United States, and he was inviting them to the State of the Union and all that. And then he said a comment that gained attention. He said, "I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You know that?" And the room kind of laughs. And he added, "I do believe I probably would be impeached." He was sort of joking through this. But you're cheering on both teams. How did that comment land for you?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's just about the country. And the moment that these players, both the men and women, can bring so much unity to a group and to a country. People that cheered on that don't watch hockey. People that have politics on one side or on the other side. And that's all both the men's team and the women's team care about. If you could see what we see from the inside, and the men and women sharing, dorm rooms and halls and flex floors, and the camaraderie and the synergy, and the way the women cheered on the men and the way the men cheered on the women. Yeah. That's what it's all about. And the other things they cannot control. They care about humanity, they care about unity, and they care about the country.
Totally. And don't you love that Ellen's horse from all that stuff?
Yo, like, what else do y'all need to hear, bro? Like, she's she's in it. She's physically there. She's with both teams. Her sons play for the men's team. And I don't know. I think people try to make way too much out of it. And it's an unfortunate state of the union that, like, because people have Instagram and Twitter and all this other stuff, they want to make a positive moment a negative. But whatever, yo, do what you got to do. That is your American right. And it's my American right to go on and speak my piece and do what I did on the radio and do what I did on air back-to-back nights. And like I said, black people expect you to just be one way. They expect you to be Democrat, conservative. They expect you to hate Donald Trump. I don't think about Donald Trump. I don't talk about Donald Trump. I don't know, buddy. He's the president of the United States. Like I said, I didn't vote for him. I know who he is as far as things with the Epstein files. I know that he posted a video with Barack Obama and Michelle Obama depicted as apes. I know that he just made this joke about the women. Oh, we got to invite the women. Yeah, he's an old dude that, like, thinks that shit is funny. He thinks that type of stuff's funny. But, like, I'd be a clown to let that bother me and consume myself with it when I got nothing to do with it. So, I mean, here's what I had to say on WFAN. If you didn't catch it, this is only a small clip of it, but it's kind of making its round. Pretty simple last night, I said it just like this on the air last night. And the team competed on a world level and were the best in the world. I'm not missing that photo op. I don't care who is president. I don't care if it's John McCain. I don't care if it's Al Gore. Like, I don't care if it's Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. It's not about them. Kamala Harris. I don't care who the president is. George W. Bill. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we have literally reached an absurd level online. And that's something I gotta put that caveat out there. It's all online. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I don't recognize, either one. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I don't care about that nonsense. I'm not. I don't have a political party. You guys just want stuff to fight about. I'm American, though. And when I saw people, talking about the team, this Team USA that just won gold in dramatic fashion for the first time in almost 50 years, who knows, maybe it'll be the only time in our lifetime. Perhaps. I just looked at social media and I'm like, it's this. It's because we have these apps, we have these stupid phones, and everybody's opinion is validated by a couple clicks, a couple likes, a couple retweets. That's it. That's all it is. People write these stupid ass think pieces, and a couple people say, "Yeah, you're right. They should refuse going to the White House." I'm like, come on, bro. Knock it off. Log off. Touch grass. But hey, that is just my opinion. Bing bong. That is just my opinion, and you have the right to your opinion. And if you want to be red hot mad about it, then like be mad about it, bro. I don't got time for all that. All right, I do got time to tap in with the rest of the chat. Let me see here. TikTok chat was going, and I was not paying attention to the TikTok chat. I'm with you, Keith. That was awesome. USA. Michael Dwyer said, I got chills. Bobby said, F Team USA men's hockey. NHL is done for me. But they can be done for you. But you know how many young kids are going to be watching this Devils game tonight? You know how many just, fans in general are going to be tuned in to the Devils tonight? A lot. And the other NHL teams as well. Angel Aguilar says those were 2 epic games, the men and women. Joseph says needs to get cut off and Cam to AM needs to go back on the air. That's it. No more nightly KM to AMs. Not Monday through Friday. Just once in a while, a KM to AM. Just once in a while, KM to AM. Do you think fans are overreacting to wins and losses or just losses when it comes to the Knicks? I think the Knicks have had an interesting week. I think that Pistons ass whooping, you should react to that. I also think them getting smacked by the Cavs, you should react to that. But they did show some ability to close against the Rockets. They did show the same thing against the Bulls. They're figuring some things out. But like the panic is setting in because what is the bar for the Knicks? Anybody in the chat tell me what the bar is for the New York Knicks this year? Like where are the Knicks expected to finish the season? First round exit? No. Semifinals? No. Eastern Conference Finals? James Dolan said that he expects them to go to the finals and win the finals. So that's a high bar for Mike Brown and Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges. Let me see. Speaking of Republican, what do you think of Mark Teixeira running for Congress? I don't think anything. I don't care about it. He's running for Congress. Where's he running for Congress? In Texas? Saw a video of a player calling him racist. The video is on YouTube. I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Melky Cabrera. I think it might have been Melky telling a story about how like A-Rod had to step in the clubhouse. Yo, here's a secret for you. People are racist. Some people are more racist than anything. Like their identity is racism. Like, like people might say like my identity is Yankee fan. Like you love the Yankees, you root for the Yankees. There are people that root for racism. There are people that they just carry themselves in a racist, discriminating, prejudiced manner. That's not right, but it is what it is. I can't consume myself with that shit though, bro. Like somebody got mad at me for, oh, would you go to the White House even though this guy posted the Obamas as monkeys? Yeah. If I'm on Team USA and I'm the champions of the world and the team is going to the White House, yeah, I'm going. Donald Trump got that shit off. Nothing you could do about it. You can't get him out of his spot, his position. You can't impeach him. Like, there is nothing you could do to him. He could post the Obamas as monkeys. He could degrade women. He could, back, 20, 30 years ago, deal with Jeffrey Epstein. There's nothing you could do about it. I said it on the radio last night. What is the prayer? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Amen. Sports Talk. Eli says second round exit. They're probably going to be a second round exit, bro. Knicks are probably just thankful they don't have to run into the Pacers this year. The Pacers are trying to get that top pick. But like right now, if you're a Knicks fan, you got to worry about the Cavs and how quickly they've already gelled with James Harden and Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. Kenny Atkinson is a great coach. You got to worry about the Celtics, who now they're telling you Tatum is practicing. He's running full 5-on-5. So even if they don't bring him back, like they have a pedigree of being good, and they got a chip on their shoulder against the Knicks. You know who has the biggest chip on their shoulder against the Knicks that you got to worry about? They have the best record, Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Like, it's not looking good for the New York Knicks. I'm sorry. Joseph says Cat is affected by his recent marriage. That girl is well known with Kardashians. Damn, you think she's got a Kardashian curse? He ain't married yet. He just proposed. He's engaged. Eric says every playoff contending team feels pressure because there's a window that doesn't stay open forever. The Knicks are in a closing window right now. Their players are getting older. They should have done it last year. Harden broke his thumb. Did that happen last night? Is James Harden going to be out? I did not catch that news. Granted, I was on until 2 a.m. and went to sleep after and got up to take I did 3 hours ago. James Harden sustained a right thumb fracture in Tuesday's game against New York. The team announced he will undergo further evaluations for treatment and is listed as questionable tonight. If it's a thumb fracture, let's see here. And thank you for the heads up. If I was doing a show tonight, I would definitely need to know this. Let's do this real quick before I get out of here. Drews, who used to be chilling in Brooklyn, I ran up on Malika years ago, and Shams Sharani in the NBA circles through ESPN. Here's a report on it.
What can you tell us about the severity of James Harden's injury and his availability moving forward?
Malika, James Harden has been evaluated by a hand specialist, and I'm told he plans to play through that fracture in his right thumb. Moving forward, no surgery is required, so he will be playing on.
He's going to be fine.
A lot of managing of the pain through treatment over the next few days.
He's going to load manage anyway.
In Milwaukee to let that thumb calm down. He wants to play through this injury. He will be playing through this injury. Expect him to wear a wrap or a splint. He's played through an assortment of injuries throughout his NBA career. Now this fracture in his right thumb will be just another. But James Harden avoiding surgery.
Okay.
He will be playing on with.
But thank you for that. And we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate you guys watching. I gotta go get my son, my little one. Make sure you guys hit the like on the way out or whatever. Send some gifts or do some type of stuff in TikTok. If you're not following me, why are you on TikTok watching and not following? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's all I got for now. We'll do another one tomorrow probably. I don't know if I'll do another one tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a TikTok live while I'm in the city tomorrow. I got to go in the city twice tomorrow for lunch and for dinner. So I don't know if I'm going to have time. Eric, appreciate the follow. Jordy Fernandez, your thoughts on him as the head coach to date and in the future? Yeah, I think they got the right guy with Jordy. Should have kept Kenny Atkinson. I think they got the right coach, but they're a long ways away from putting the right team together. Like I said, let's hope that the lottery ball bounces the right way for the Brooklyn Nets. But I'm so down on them. I don't care about them. I don't have the time to care. I got other things. I can't. I used to be, more of a diehard Nets fan. Not anymore. So, all right, I gotta go get my son and then watch the Devils and Jack Hughes. Appreciate you guys. Stay blessed. Stay up. Stay ready. So you ain't gotta get ready. I'm out.